What's happening, everyone? Welcome to GBALL Vision. Today, we are going to be talking about some of the best fifth pocket knives for your everyday carry needs. Now, how I classify a fifth pocket knife, at least for in terms of this video, is going to be knives that are under that 4-inch mark when closed. So anything under the 4-inch mark when closed is considerable for a fifth pocket knife. Yes, you can fifth pocket depending on the pants, depending on the fifth pocket. You can carry much larger knives, but when we're talking about a true fifth pocket knife, we tend to be talking about something that is smaller in stature. So for purposes of this video, I would like to stick with 4 inches and under. Before we get started with the video, if you are new here and you like knife content, EDC content, you are in the right spot. Hit the subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. So, this is a new acquisition to the channel right here. This is the Cold Steel Toughlite, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this thing very quickly. Starting us off, you do have a AUS 8 blade. This is hollow ground, Wharncliffe. You have a full finger choil, pill-shaped hole for deployment. You do have heavy duty jimping up there. If you have gloves, it's perfect. Even if you don't, it seems to work very well, just even on bare skin. You got a full finger choil, and I mean a full finger choil, allowing you, even with XL size hands, to get a full purchase on this guy. And that's one thing that I really love about this guy. Another extended feature of this knife is not only is this a back lock, but it is the Cold Steel Triad lock, which makes the back lock kind of secondary to the Triad lock. The Triad lock has more contact points, making the Triad lock even stronger than your typical back lock is. You have very well finished FRN handles, full size lanyard hole for the lanyard guys, and then you do have a pocket clip on this guy. It will be tip down only. You will be able to reverse the pocket clip if you want to carry it lefty. A lot of features packed into such a small knife. If you're looking for something that is smaller, has a very utilitarian outlook or what have you, then the Cold Steel Toughlite is a perfect little fifth pocket knife, especially if you want to carry something that is a little more premium as a primary, but you need something that is very utilitarian. This is going to fit that bill very well. Next up, we have the CJRB Ruffian. This bad boy comes in just under 4 inches closed. You have a beautiful Wharncliffe blade coming in ARPM 9 steel. You have an elongated hole. This is also hollow ground. You have a very nice point there going into a nice long straight edge. This is a liner lock. Very well done from CJRB. You have a deep carry, reversible pocket clip here, and you can carry it tip down if need be as well, making this another very utilitarian blade, just similar to the Cold Steel, a little bit bigger, but it's going to have a lot of the same characteristics as the Cold Steel does. You have a splash of color there around the pivot. I think that's aluminum that's been anodized. You do have very well finished G10 handles, open construction, easily cleaned, Very well done from CJRB and Dirk Pinkerton. Absolutely love ARPM9 steel. The action on this is very well done. Thumb and reverse flicks all go very well. And that's one thing I forgot to mention about the Toughlite is this is on washers and it is so smooth. You can roll it out, you can flick it out with the thumb, you can even reverse flick it out. And if I wasn't under the camera here, you can get this to drop to your finger and then just give it a little snap and it will close. So both of these are going to have extremely good action around the pivot. One is on washers here, the other is on bearings. This is on bearings, making this ultra smooth on the open and close. When these washers get broke in, this is going to be even smoother than it already is. This is brand new and already as smooth as butter. Very well done from Cold Steel. Very well done from CJRB. Next up is going to be another CJRB. This is the Mylia, or the small Mylia. And I thought about putting the baby Banter in here, but something about the Mylia strikes me better for a 5th pocket knife than the Banter. The handle shape, you still have a choke up spot. You can get choked back because of the swell in the handle. You have this nice sheep's foot blade. This is going to be an ARPM9 steel as well. JG10 scales. You have some red anodizing going on the thumb studs and pivot collar. Give it a little splash of color. Liner lock with great access, great lockup. No lockup issues with this guy. Deep carry, steel rollover clip. Has been, the screws have been recessed. Plenty of room under there, even though the clip is not recessed. Plenty of room in there to get this in a majority of your pants pockets very easily. You do have a JG10 quarter back spacer with an integrated lanyard loop, multiple ways of deployment, and this is one snappy little guy here. Very easy to manipulate. That sheep's foot blade is going to allow you to do a lot of your everyday tasks nice and easy. Love sheep's foot blades, Warncliffe style blades, especially for doing a lot of cutting, a lot of work. Sheep's foot and Warncliffe blades are phenomenal. Next up is going to be the Savivi Bow. Now, this knife doesn't get much talking about as far as I've seen, and I'm not 100% sure why. Just it's because there's so many knives and things tend to get looked over. But if you are looking for a more premium looking 5th pocket knife, something with a little bit more flair than the Toughlite or the Ruffian or the Mylia, this is an awesome little 5th pocket knife in my opinion. So this is a Brad Zinker design. You do have a nice straight back drop point blade. You have a nice tip here, a little bit of belly, a little bit of straight edge. So you got a lot of use on this blade. You're going to be able to do a variety of different things. It's got a nice thin blade stock. It comes down very thin, guys. This is very slicey. Altogether, this knife is nice and thin. You do have red marble carbon fiber handles, and they look outstanding. And this knife is below $100, probably even below $80. This is coming with Nitro V steel. So nothing to sneeze at as far as the steel is concerned. Nitro V 14C are very good quality steels. You have a steel rollover clip. The screws are recessed. The clip is not, but again, plenty of room underneath there to get this in your pockets. You do have a lanyard post there for the lanyard guys. Open construction. very easily cleaned. You have triangular milling in there to relieve even more weight. This is very lightweight, and I just think this is a phenomenal little 5th pocket knife. The action on it, the flipper action, is impeccable on this little guy. And it is a dropper. It will drop to your nail, and then you give it a little swing down and it will close. But the opening action is very, very good. You can light switch it, push button it. The bow is, in my opinion, an awesome little 5th pocket knife. Last up is going to be the Suncut Tyrell. This bad boy is very well put together. It has been very pleasing to have. This is my first Sencut that I've ever owned, which is Civivi and Wee's sister company. Very surprising. I got this in a Knife Nerd box from Blue Creek Knives, and it's been a pleasure to carry and use this guy. So you have a coated 9CR 18 MOV sheep's foot blade, nice straight edge with a little bit of belly there, coming to a nice point. It's kind of like a modified sheep's foot. It's worn cliff-ish, but it's more of a sheep's foot than anything. It is a ferrum forged design. You have some jimping up there on the top of the blade. You have a full finger choil, so you can get choked right up on that blade. Absolutely love full finger choils for these type of applications. Gonna be exceptional in the ergonomic department. Even in the choke back position, this is very, very comfortable. You have very well finished G10 handles along with a half G10 backspacer. You have a lanyard loop for the lanyard fans. You do have a steel rollover deep carry clip. Screws are recessed, the clip is not, but again, plenty of room under there for any of your carry needs for sure. This clip is reversible, I believe, so you can carry it left-handed. Civivi does typically a pretty good job at trying to include the lefties. Great action on this guy. I believe you can even reverse flick it out off that swedge. I think you can even thumb flick it out, yeah. So it doesn't have a hole or studs, but because of how it comes up to a swell here, you're going to be able to reverse flick it, thumb flick it, and then you have your very well done flipper tab back here. So that is an exceptional 5th pocket knife as well. We will have plenty more of these 5th pocket knife videos to come. This is just one of the beginning here. So we have the Cold Steel Toughlite, the CJRB Mylia, the CJRB Ruffian, the Savivi Bow, and the Suncut Tyrell, Sencut Tyrell, all going to be phenomenal 5th pocket knives, very utilitarian knives. They all have their own little nuance about them that will make them special as a 5th pocket knife. That'll do it for this one, guys. Love y'all. If you're here and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. For everyone else, I love you. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.